Section 6.4, in example 1. In this section, we're going to start to actually learn how to solve exponential equations, how to deal with it. Now, before we're able to solve equations, we need to understand properties of equality, just like we did for other equations. So, property of equality for exponential equations. First of all, two powers with the same positive base b, where b cannot equal 1, are equal if and only if their exponents are equal. Okay, so that's what it says in words. Now, how does that look in numbers? Well, you notice we have two powers of the same positive base. Notice both of these expressions have a base of 2. Okay, so they have the same positive base, and notice b isn't 1. If b is 1, 1 to any power is always 1. That's why we disqualify that. Now, if that's true, then if the bases are the same, well, then we're just saying the exponents have to be the same also. So if the bases are the same, then this exponent of x has to be the same as this exponent 5. So x would equal 5. Okay? Now, algebraically, if b is a number bigger than 0 but not 1, then b to the x equals b to the y, only if x and y are the same thing. So if the bases are the same, then x and y, the exponents, are the same. Let's go and try some examples. Now, before we do that, I need you to know some powers, okay? Now, in class, I'm going to have you do this as an exercise on your own. I'm going to have you go through and actually fill out this table. But we're going to fill it out real quick here. So first of all, 2 to the x power. When x is 1, 2 to the first is just 2. I'm going to go down this list and fill in each of these. So 2 to the second would be 4. 2 to the third power is 8. And you're going to keep multiplying by 2 each time. 2 to the fourth is 16. 2 to the fifth is 32. Oh my goodness gracious. That is not a 32. Let me try that again. So 2 to the fifth is 32, and 2 to the sixth is 64. And I'm going to continue to fill this out. 3 to the x. So 3 to the first is 3. Now keep multiplying by 3. 3 to the second is 9. 3 to the third, 27. To the fourth, 81. To the fifth, 243. And to the sixth, I think, is 729. 4 to the x. 4 to the first is 4. 4 to the second, 16. 4 to the third, 64. 4 to the fourth, 256. 4 to the fifth is, what's that, 1,024, and then 4 to the sixth. Now, so we're going to just fill out this entire chart just so that you can recognize different things. I think this is 15,625. And then the last one, you've got 6, 36, 216, and so on. I don't have a calculator, so I don't think I can do these. If I multiply that by 6, let's see, it's 72. I'm not really sure. 75 something probably. So filling out this chart will hopefully help you recognize different powers, and you can have this chart with you as you're doing the following problems. So now let's go here. Use a graphing calculator to solve the equation. In example 1, I'm just going to do these first 3. Why? Because you notice in the first 3, both sides of the equal sign have the same base. These have both 3, both 6, and both 10. Well, what did we just learn about the property of equality of exponential equations? We learned that if the bases are the same, then the exponents must be equal. So if these bases are both 3, then x plus 1 must equal 5. If x plus 1 is equal to 5, if I subtract 1 from both sides, then x is equal to 4. And by the way, my directions say use a graphing calculator to solve the equation. I forgot to change my directions in my notes here. The directions are just to solve the equation, okay? So here x has to be 4, because then 4 plus 1 will be 5, and those exponents will be the same. By the way, just went over it quick, but to get 1, you're subtracting 1 from each side of the equation. What about this second problem? Well, in this second problem, they both have a base of 6. Now, what power is on 6 here? Remember, if there's nothing there, that's 6 to the first power. So if the bases are the same, then the exponents must be equal. 1 must equal 2x minus 3. Here's our equal sign. Solve this by adding 3 to both sides. So that gives me 4 is equal to 2x. and then divide both sides by 2. So we get x equals 2 in this case. If I substitute 2 back in, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 minus 3 is 1, so they'll both be 1 in that case. Last one, they're both tens. What does that mean? The exponents must be equal. 3x must equal 2x plus 3. Well, you notice we have x's on both sides here, and when we have x's on both sides, we need to get them over to the same side. So I'm going to take this 2x and subtract it so I can get these two, combine these like terms. 3x minus 2x is just plain old 1x equals, these cancel, and I just get 3. Let's see if that makes sense. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 is also 9. So you can see that it works out. So we will do the other 3 examples in the next video.